Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this kind of strange fall, going on the fall weather. It is Labor Day weekend, and Labor Day weekend is always kind of the gateway to fall. It's the celebration of labor in the U.S., labor in America, and what they've done and how they've contributed. Well, you're contributing every day with your labor, but I learned a lesson in, believe it or not, football and sports that I carry forward to this day, and you need to give this some consideration. When I was a football player, my coach at the end of practice always had us running 100-yard wind sprints. Now, what that meant was we were supposed to run as hard as we could from the goal line to the other goal line, run the 100 yards. He'd give us a few seconds to recover. We'd line up again and run back. And we'd do that until we couldn't run any further. And usually what we were doing was to get in shape. Well, when I became a football coach, strangely enough, I figured out that within the course of a football game, very few, if any, of the players ever ran 100 yards at once. What we needed to do was learn to be able to run 10 to 15 to 20 yards as hard and fast as we could. And then we need to train ourselves to come back to full measure within as few seconds as possible at the end of that 20 seconds, because there's about 30 seconds in between plays in football, and be ready to go at 100% for the next play. Well, guess what? That's where we are this time of year. A lot of us have worked all summer. We worked hard. We keep working. We keep pushing. But I've got to tell you, you have to figure out how long you can go before you must take some rest and recuperation. I didn't say relaxation. I said rest and recuperation. We need to train ourselves just like we did in football to be able to go out there and work hard as many days in a row as necessary, as many hours a day as necessary, until we get to a point that we have to recuperate. How long that is going to be different for each of you. Then once we recuperate, we have to find out how long is that? Is that 1 day off? Is that 10 days off? Is it 2 days off? But you need to figure out what it takes for you to be able to start that same cycle, working those long, hard hours and that length of time again. And once you've learned that, you can get into a rhythm. And that rhythm becomes, you can go at 100%, you can go as fast as you can keep going as long as you get the recuperation in between. And remember, they call timeouts in basketball for a reason. They do the same thing. Hockey has breakdowns in time. Football has a 30-second clock in between plays. It's all designed to help you recuperate physically, emotionally, and mentally. And that's what you need to do. So question yourself today. Figure it out now. How long have you gone? How long can you go? And how long do you need to not go to recover? And start making a plan to do that. You'll find your year goes much better, and you'll find your mind stays much clearer. Well, that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this Labor Day weekend, and let's remember to reflect upon and celebrate what this really means and what the U.S. labor market has provided to the world. Thanks. See you next week. Go out and do what you do best. Get out there and sell El Paso.